Hello everybody, this is Sarek1983 and welcome back to Neverwinter Nights. Alright, so actually I changed my mind with Ch.1 because I forgot there's one more thing I need to do in the Black Lake District, and Tomi will be invaluable for that, so yeah, he's going to be my party member. If he dies, I'll come back for Ch.1. If he doesn't die, then I'll be taking him probably through to the end of the, well, hopefully getting the reagent, but for the final area, whichever, I guess there's only one left, which is the Docks District. I'll be bringing in Ch.1 for that one for sure. So, because her spells can be invaluable as a bard. So let's go. I'm actually going to do a few things this episode. It's not going to have much to do with the Black Lake, but let's give Olaf the old armor.
Greetings to you again. It is good to see you return to this House of Tyr.
Hope there's been some progress with the search for Never's tomb. It would raise the spirits of the city. I have an artifact from one of the tombs. You do wonderful. Please tell me what it is you have found. And give him the armor. His very armor and the location of his tomb. Who would have thought it was just beneath the surface amid so many others? It speaks of his desire to be known as just another and never went in. Despite his greatness, he never forgot his home. As I said, you are to be rewarded. Here, take this 200 gold. It's not much, but there is more to come. Your efforts are appreciated. A light has been cast on Never and his life, but there is still more to find. And if there are further artifacts of his travels, return to me if you find them. I shall reward you fairly, plus more when they all recovered. Alrighty, I shall return when I find more. Alrighty, so there we go. That's 2. And yeah, I sold off all my excess equipment off screen. Now, obviously I was in a bit of a hurry when I was trying to not die in the last tomb. But I actually grabbed a Great Axe +1. It's got a recipe in here as well, which means that I'm actually going to forge some of these weapons, because I thought about the extra damage of the Desert Wind Scimitar, and I figure, you know, the Great Axe you can forge. You need adamantine for the Scimitar, and you need adamantine for the Great Axe as well. I think I'm probably going to get one more adamantine before the end of the chapter, so I'll use that one for the Great Axe, even though the Great Axe weighs 20 pounds. But the reason I'm going to forge the Desert Wind Scimitar is because it will probably come in a lot more handy shortly. Also, the reason I chose the Scimitar is because, well, it's probably a higher chance of, if somebody didn't choose the Kukri, there's probably a good chance they decided to choose a Scimitar if they wanted to play along with this character. So yeah, it'll be invaluable, trust me, when you're when you're trying to get the third Waterdhavian creature. So let's head down to the basement again and forge the Desert Wind. Alrighty, first, well, don't talk to him yet. You open it up. Oh no, I gotta get my equipment out, and I'm actually gonna forge this one as well, the spear as well, since I can't forge the Great Axe yet, and the Scimitar, and yeah, I won't be able to forge these until later. Alrighty, so let's open it up. Let's put this in there, put the Scimitar in there, close it up, and talk to Merrick.
Hello there!
I want you to make an item for me. Okay, let's see, there's some stuff on my anvil. Let's take a look and see what I can construct for you. I could forge that adamantite with that magic scimitar and make you a Desert Wind Scimitar. This job isn't cheap, it'll cost 500 gold. By all means, buddy. Alrighty, there we go. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh. So yeah, the Desert Wind Scimitar is 1d6 Scimitar, 18 to 20, critical threat, and all that stuff, but look at this. Enhancement bonus +1, and plus a fire damage of 1d6. So you can imagine the amount of damage that this thing does, and yeah. But I'm going to be selling it because it's really expensive. Well, it's really good to sell. So let's forge the spear here with the fairy dust.
Hello there!
Make an item. Let's see. Make a Fey Spear. Ready? 500 gold. There you go. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, nice. 1d8, enhancement +1, and dazed. Difficulty class 14, 75% for 1 round. So, yeah, that could be very useful if you're, you know, well, it's a spear, so like it'll actually daze your opponents. so that'll be nice. But like the scimitar, I'm going to be selling them. And I think that's all I can forge right now, so let's go sell them. Show you how much they're worth. Alrighty. Let's see if we can sell them to Durga.
Hello?
See what we have for sale. Awesome. Favorable. Look at that. Almost 4th. I don't like that price. Let's go back to Arabeth. Yeah, I don't like selling this thing for any less than 4,000 gold.
One of the bards, I believe I have...
Services, and that's closer. Alright, let's sell it. There you go. So I paid 500 to make it, so I made a profit of 3,424 gold with that. And then another 1,500 gold for this. There we go. Awesome. Alright, so what else can I do? Oh yeah, we've got those 2 pieces of art for Ophala, so let's hand them over to her as well. I'll meet you at the Moonstone Mask. Alright, let's talk to Ophala.
Greetings to you again. Have you come to sample the delights of our company in the back room? Or is this about business?
I have an art object you might be interested in. You do? I've been looking for a few things. Tell me what it is you have found. What do you have? The portrait of Tom's Rumbottom. Alrighty, awesome. 125 experience for that. Alright. Alright, 400 gold too. Alright, and then the urn. I love messing with Hodge. If you happen to spoil some scheme he was working on, all the better. Another 125 experience and another 400 gold. Booyah! Alright, is there anything else that I've got to do? That. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot. I actually forgot to talk to Tomi and get his item, so let's talk to him.
Eh? What can Tomi do for you?
Just want to talk. What do you have in mind, my lord? Continue your story from before. Oh, fine. Picture this then, my lord. There I was lying in the arms of my human sweetie, completely unaware of my angry patroness was on her way. I was also unaware that at the same time my sweetie's father, the vizier, had been tipped off to my presence by an old rival of mine. Both the wizard and the Medusa were descending on the tower determined to kill me, and I was contentedly asleep in the hay, naked as a jaybird. Well, that can't have been good. Yes, well, being naked in the hay can leave you picking straw. Oh, you probably mean the coming to kill me thing. No, that wasn't good. So I'm lying there with my big smile. Suddenly, bam, the door to the loft flies open and there's this great vizier full of rage. So he caught you with his daughter. Did you defend her honor? Oh no, I'd already taken her virtue and I wasn't aware of any honor, my lord. No, I hid behind her and screamed in terror like a banshee. Not the most heroic picture, I'll admit. I darted through his legs and fled naked into the streets. Before I knew it, the vizier was chasing me through half the city, firing off lightning bolts and curses at a rapid pace. My patroness was also a bit miffed to seeing us breeze past her, and she too took up the chase. Her fury grew and grew as we stayed ahead of her. I ran for all I was worth, but buggered me if that wizard couldn't move those skinny little legs of his. The Medusa finally found him throttling me angrily atop the largest building in the market, Sabin. What happened then? Well, my patroness was bad enough that she was determined to be the one to murder me first. She and the vizier yanked me between them like some tug-of-war, and all I could do was gurgle helplessly. I get a picture of Bart Simpson here. They shouted threats and screamed at each other until the Medusa lifted her veil. The vizier saw this and launched himself at her, casting a deadly spell as he flew. He hit her squarely, and they both flew over the edge of the rooftop. I would have been gladly rid of them both, but alas, poor Tomi was catapulted right along with them. We hit 3 canopies on the way down and finally landed square in the middle of the market. Vizier's spell had worked as the Medusa was dead, but not before he had been turned into a statue. Broken statue by that time. And there I sat, naked and stunned, but otherwise unhurt. And this made you famous? Well, sure, my lord. The crowd assumed I had killed a powerful Medusa and a famous wizard, barehanded no less. I was in no condition to argue. Word spread rapidly, of course, and the story grew. You wouldn't believe some versions I heard. Sadly, the constabulary believed them. I was a wanted man for murdering the vizier. Good for my reputation, perhaps, but bad for my health. His daughter wasn't too impressed either. She was angry at you for killing her father? You'd think so, but no, she just didn't want to shack up with a wanted halfling. I had to prove my innocence. That's why I decided to come to Neverwinter. One of my oldest friends lives here and is a forgery master. I was hoping he'd make some documents to clear my name in Kalimport. Sadly, I suspect Bellman's fallen victim to the plague, and I couldn't find him anywhere, so that means no evidence and no marriage for poor little Tomi. Perhaps we'll find your friend yet. Oh, who cares about him? I just want those documents. Maybe he finished them before he croaked. I can only hope. Are these the documents you're talking about? What? You're kidding, right? Let me see that. Hayden, Lord Friedling, Halfling. Yep, that's my old moniker. And it really is Bellomar's work, after all. Just my luck that it would be his crappiest work ever. I'd be laughed out of Collinport if I tried to use this. Ah, well, that's life. Seda had the biggest buck teeth anyway. I don't know what I was thinking. Perhaps I suppose I should thank you for saving me the effort, my lord. Come to think of it here, let me give this in return. It was a ring that the vizier wore that I managed to slip off his finger before he got stoned. Thank you, Tomi. Alrighty, and there we go. That's Tomi's tale, and to finish off the video, what did he give us? He gave me the Ring of the Rogue +1, and it's really got no use for me, but just to get it. Alright, so that's it for this video. In the next video, I guess I'll head back to the Black Lake, and we'll continue from there. This is Sierra 1983 signing off. Have a good one.